11, a guy by the name of Baden Powell. Anybody know who Baden Powell is?
He started Boy Scouts.
Baden Powell actually started scouting way back in England. You may have remembered hearing, scouting was brought to the U.S. because somebody got lost in the fog, and a scout actually helped them sort of cross the street and find their right way. Well, back in 1919, Baden Powell realized you needed to have leaders actually be trained, learn what they're doing. So Alfredo took about a week's time off and joined us in Gilwell Field. Beautiful location. Wood badge has been taught internationally at Gilwell Field. Every course has always becomes Gilwell Field. It's where scouting really took its roots. Anyways, first weekend, he sat pretty much like you guys. Had to sit down, listen to lectures. He actually bridged from being a Cub Scout to a Boy Scout.
Went through bridging.
Went through bridging. And started making some commitments and personal goals. The second weekend, he actually camped, had to do a little cooking, in the rain, yeah. Staff, we stayed a little drier. But when he finished that, it wasn't over. He made a personal commitment. His commitment is called a ticket. And what the ticket is a series of items that would really help all of you out. And to give you an idea, in order to earn this, started out, taught merit badges at a merit badge midway, and had several successful sessions on public speaking and made a difference. He also worked with the New Youth Leadership Training. He became a unit commissioner, and actually several of us have unit commissioner badges. Those are people that go out and help other units. So packs, troops, and all that. He had a start in the, became a trainer. So he's helping to train other scouts to do this. And the fun one, I guess, for you guys, the one I'm looking at, is you have Chinese food?
Yes, right? Right, Chinese New Year, guys?
Yeah.
So that was to give you a little idea of diversity, and I understand you did see them out too? Or
No, that we're going to be doing them next year. We want to do 2 a year. Chinese New Year and something else,
And then he did some work at Powwow, which is an adult training. So quite a bit. So, I've got to congratulate him because this is a lot of work. Each one of these projects takes hours of time. It's an amazing amount. But I think, we have a presentation group here, so I can have you sort of go up. Let's see. I think, let me see what we need to have first. Let's see, who has the neckerchief? You know what? I think, Gary, you need to come up here, and we need to remove that neckerchief he has on. He's wearing a Troop 1 neckerchief, which shows sort of his solid work. It is in the McLaren tartan. Actually, he's wearing a McLaren tartan.
Yeah.
This is somebody, McLaren's gave actually the land for Gilwell, and we need to, I think, present him with a little bit better. So he has a neckerchief, and if you look at this neckerchief, actually, Gary, you can show them this real quickly. The back of the neckerchief has the McLaren tartan, same thing. And if you notice, it's 2 different colors. Baden Powell is thrifty. He apparently went in and he saw an old set of drapes. And he cuts the drapes down and made neckerchiefs out of them. These were presented to the first graduate, so to speak, of wood badge. So he presented with his neckerchief. And let me see. Julie, you have beads. Now, wood badge itself now consists of 2 wooden beads worn on a leather strand around the neck. These beads are replicas of a set of beads that were obtained from a Zulu chief. But finally, these were given to Baden Powell, and he thought that this would be a perfect thing to give to each of his pigs. Now, the interesting thing is, one of the traditions has been to remove a bead from and pass it on. So we don't know where the original set of beads are. But they definitely touch your time, so he can present you with his beads. And then finally, we have Michael, who is his patrol troop guide, excuse me. And he has the woggle. Now, you guys wear something similar to the woggle on your neckerchief. And the woggle is sort of interesting because it seems to be a continuous knot. And this looks to be a continuous strand to symbolize the ongoing commitment to scouting. And you keep it shiny basically by sweat. They figured that the sweat of your sweat is kept this nice and shiny. And finally, in scouting, nothing is done. Paperwork is done. So, we have your certificate, which has been signed by the Chief Scouter to indicate that on June 8th, when you completed your ticket, that you completed the national badge requirements. So I give that to you. And I have one more thing, actually. So that was final. That's the final official stuff. You are a very unique individual. You are one of the first two individuals that have actually completed their ticket. So welcome home. But one of the things that also was sort of a Baden Powell tradition was something called the thumbstick. On the course, somebody would see me pretty much standing and watching to see the work done with the thumbstick. And I decided that the first person to complete in each patrol should have something to show pride in doing that. So I want to present you with a thumbstick of your own. And that way you have something to also continue on with the leadership. Not to mention it's not a bad thing to hide with. But anyways, congratulations. Oh wait, we haven't done one thing, have we? You've got to touch these beads, notice that beads, otherwise the tradition doesn't go on, does it? You guys. We're working on So thank you.
Well, thank you guys. Yeah, I'm almost speechless here, which I'm sure you guys like. Really? Off the words.
See, we worked that out for you.
It was. I over December we had 2 weekends at Camp Giuseppe, 3-day weekends. One of them was in the pouring God rain, and we camped there at Camp Giuseppe, and we did the exact same thing that I've done over with you guys, a lot of it, and then working the ticket. I've just been really, for some of you guys, I'm a little bit OCD, so I really just had to get it done. My wife, Kim, is obviously, she's like, really? Is this related to your ticket again? She just kept on. I'm like, yes, sorry, honey. Yeah, so like this past weekend, again, we had the pack garage sale, and then I had to run off to Woodland Hills to deliver. It was Assistant Scoutmaster training, so that was where I had to run off to. That morning I was there all day long, and so then again Kim's like, really? You're going to be in Woodland Hills? Is this related to your ticket? I'm like, yes it is, honey, I'm sorry. Like, yes, I know. But, the reason really I asked, you can receive your beads at any ceremony. A lot of times they have that at the round tables and such, and I really asked, and it's a really short notice because you guys know, as you said, I completed my ticket on Saturday. And I asked, can I receive my beads today? And the reason why I asked that is because I wanted the scouts and the adult leaders to see that, scouts for you guys, there's more to do. There's always more opportunity for you guys to learn. I had one of the den leaders was taking a class the other day. She was taking it. And she's like, God, God, does this training ever end? You know, she said, no, it doesn't, guys. It never ends. There's always another opportunity for you guys to learn and experience something new. So when you scouts are moving on from tiger bear, wolves to Weeblo, you're going to go from Weeblo, then you're going to start all over again as a tenderfoot in Boy Scouting. You're going to keep on going on. Then you become an Eagle Scout, which, right, every single one of you guys, Eagle Scout. There's just more and more opportunity for you guys to keep on learning for my leaders, my den leaders. You know, eventually I'm going to move on and be gone. I'm going to be here. There's going to be more chance for you guys to learn and take advanced training and keep on. You know, like, remember, I've been pounding you guys all year long. Did you take your youth protection? Did you take your this? Did you take your that? And I've really been pounding you guys. Not just because the paperwork, but because that is more chance for you guys to learn, to take the water safety, to take the hazardous weather. So really that's the reason why I really asked for it to be rushed today, because I want my scouts, I want you guys to see that there is more to do and more to learn. There's always more to see and learn in scouting. It never ends. Like they just told me outside, now that I received my beads, it's not over. It's just a never end. Really, Kim. It's over, Kim.
Actually, Kim, let me explain something to you. I have, my son is 24 years of age. I haven't left my troop yet. So just in case, it's partly a commitment.
Well, that's something that he loves to do.
So again, for scouts, for you guys, I want you guys to know and see that there's always something more for you guys to do. Scouting will be with you when you guys are done. You come back as assistant scoutmaster. One day I expect for one of you guys to be up there, receiving your beads, or leading the pack. Okay, guys? That's really why I want to push for having it done today. I mean, I'm really rushed. So, thank you guys, and thank you, Kim.